Hello everyone and welcome to the daily morning podcast of SBI Securities. So friends, let's discuss how the markets closed on Wednesday. Sensex closed higher by 115 points to settle at 73,853. Nifty closed higher by 34 points to settle at 22,402. Nifty Midcap 100 and Small Cap 100 advanced by 0.76% and 0.36% respectively. Moving on to the top 5 gainers and losers on Nifty. So the top 5 gainers were Hindalco, Cipla, JSW Steel, Power Grid and Hero MotoCorp. Whereas the top 5 losers were Tata Consumer, Grasim, Bajaj Auto, TCS and Maruti. Talking about the sector-wise advance and decline on BSE. So BSE Metal, Healthcare, Oil and Gas, Capital Goods, Realty, Services, Consumer Durables, Financial Services and Auto. All these indices advanced from the range of 0.06% to 2.83% respectively, whereas IT and telecommunication declined by 0.62% and 1.4% respectively. Talking about the market breadth, where 2,228 stocks advanced, whereas 1,594 stocks declined. Talking about the 52-week high, so around 150 stocks scaled new 52-week high. So few of them were AB Capital, Bharat Electronics, BSE, Cochin Shipyard, Dixon, Eicher Motors, KEA Industries, Shakti Pumps, etc. And about the 52-week low, 6 stocks were trading at 52-week low. Moving on to the FI and DI data, FI net sold to the tune of rupees 2,512 crores, whereas DI net bought 3,810 crores. Talking about the global cues, looks weak as US market ended flat. Meta fell 15% in post-market after its March 24 results as guidance is weak. IBM fell by 8% after revenue missed consensus estimates. The bond yield spiked to 4.67%. Currently, the Asian markets are trading lower and hence we expect a weak opening for our market today. Now moving on to the results, the companies which declared their results yesterday. So the first one was Axis Bank, where standalone NI was up 11% YOY to rupees 13,089 crores. Profit stood at 7,130 crores against a loss of 5,728 crores. GNPA came at 1.43% versus 1.5% QOQ, and net NPA stood at 0.31% versus 0.36% QOQ. So overall, the results were good, and therefore it's a positive for Axis Bank in short term. Moving on to HUL, where the consolidated revenue was down 0.04% at rupees 15,210 crores. EBITDA was down by 1.06% at rupees 3,535 crores. Margin was down 24 basis points to 23.24%. And net profit was also down by 1.53% to rupees 2,561 crores. So the results were in line, therefore neutral reaction is expected in HUL in long term. LTI Mindtree, the consolidated revenue was down 1.38% QOQ at rupees 8,893 crores. EBIT was down 5.62% QOQ at rupees 1,309 crores. And net profit was also down by 5.81% at rupees 1,101 crores. So overall weak performance from LTI Mindtree, therefore neutral to slight marginally negative for the company in short term. AU Small Finance Bank, the standalone NII was up 10% YOY to rupees 1,337 crores. Net profit was down 12.69% at rupees 371 crores. Gross NPA stood at 1.67%. QOQ versus 1.9%, and net NPA was at 0.55% versus 0.68% QOQ. So overall the results were weak from AU Small Finance Bank, so therefore negative for the company in short to medium term. Syngene International, the consolidated revenue was down 7.8% to rupees 917 crores YOY. EBITDA was up 2.7% YOY at rupees 327 crores, and net profit was also up 5.54% at rupees 189 crores. So overall, the company reported mixed set of numbers. So therefore, Syngene will be in focus. Macrotech Developers, the consolidated revenue was up 23.44% YOY at rupees 4,019 crores. EBITDA was up 36% at rupees 1,047 crores, and net profit was down 10.61% at rupees 667 crores. But however, the company depicted a strong performance, therefore positive for the company in long term. Supreme Petrochem, The consolidated revenue was up 12.68% YOY to rupees 1,563 crores, and profit was down 17.5% to rupees 131.5 crores. And the board has recommended a dividend of rupees 7 per share. So overall, weak set of numbers from Supreme Petrochem. Dalmia Bharat, the consolidated revenue was up 10% YOY to rupees 4,307 crores. EBITDA was down 7.9% to rupees 654 crores, and net profit was also down by 47% to rupees 320 crores. So overall, weak set of numbers reported by Dalmia Bharat, therefore negative for Dalmia in short to medium term. Mass Financial Services, the standalone total income YOY was up 23% to rupees 330 crores, and net profit was also up 22.5% at rupees 68 crores. So overall decent performance from Mass Financial Services. Indian Hotels, the consolidated revenue was up YOY 17% to rupees 1,905 crores. EBITDA was also up 23% at rupees 659 crores. Margins was up 167 basis points at 34.6%, and net profit was also up 29.27% to rupees 438 crore. So overall decent performance from Indian Hotels. DCB Bank, the NII stood at 508 crores, growing at 4% YOY and 7% QOQ, and PAT stood at rupees 156 crores, growing at 9% YOY and 23% QOQ. So overall, the bank has reported very good set of numbers, and there may be a scope of re-rating for the stock. So therefore, the bank may react positively in today's trade from the point of short to medium term. Oracle Financial Service Software. So the company recorded nearly 17% YOY growth in consolidated net profit to rupees 560.1 crores, and revenue also increased by 12% to rupees 1,642 crores. So overall decent performance from OFSS, therefore neutral for the company in short to medium term. Anand Raj, the company has reported consolidated net profit of 84 crores, rising sharply by 73.4% YOY despite a lower operating margin, and partly driven by strong top line and lower tax costs. So therefore strong numbers reported from Anand Raj, therefore positive for the company in short to medium term. Now we'll be discussing about the companies who will be declaring their results today. So few of them are Nestle India, Tech Mahindra, Bajaj Finance, IndusInd Bank, Laurus Lab, Emphasis, LTTS, Zensar Tech, etc. Now talking about the stocks which will likely be in focus today. So the first one is Kotak Mahindra Bank. So the RBI has directed the company to cease and desist the issue of fresh credit cards and the onboarding of new customers through its online and mobile banking channels with immediate effect. So therefore negative for Kotak Mahindra Bank in short to medium term. Reliance Industries, the company has acquired 100% stake in MSKVY 19 solar SPV and MSKVY 22nd solar SPV for rupees 1 crore. So therefore positive for Reliance in short to medium term. TCS, the company has entered into a strategic partnership with Amazon Web Services to accelerate its customer cloud transformation journey at scale. So therefore positive for TCS. RVNL, the company has emerged as the lowest bidder for a railway project worth rupees 239 crores. So therefore positive for RVNL in short to medium term. Shah Metallics and Energy, the company has introduced SEL Tiger Foil to preserve food freshness and promote sustainability. So therefore positive for Shah Metallics. Ask Automotive, the company has announced a joint agreement with Japan-based Asian group companies to market and sell the auto components in independent aftermarkets for passenger car products. So therefore positive for Ask Automotive in short to medium term. National Aluminium, NALCO. Khanish Bidesh India, it has signed a MOU with Council of Scientific and Industrial Research and the National Geophysical Research Institute for advancing geophysical investigations in critical and strategic minerals. So therefore neutral to positive for the company in short to medium term. Jubilant Pharmanova, the US FDA has inspected the radiopharmaceuticals manufacturing facility of a Canada-based unit and ended with 5 observations. So therefore neutral to negative for the company in short to medium term. Now moving on to the bulk deals, where we'll be discussing on Vari Tech, where Camellia Tradex sold 56,000 shares at rupees 1,995 per share, and Sand DLM, BNP Paribas Financial Markets sold 7 lakh shares at rupees 741 per share. Moving on to block deal, so the first one is Delivery. Canada Pension Plan Investment Board sold 2.04 crore shares, while Capital Group Fund bought 1.59 crore shares. Fidelity Group bought 37.5 lakh shares and among others at rupees 444.3 per share. That was all from the daily fundamental daily morning podcast. Thank you for listening.
Investment in securities market are subject to market risks. Read all the related documents carefully before investing.